Now that it's Election Day, experts say the country should be prepared to not immediately know who won the presidency and some other races. Fox 11 anchor Joe Butita is live at the Santa Barbara County Elections Office, and he's got a look at why the results may not be known for days. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Elise. Happy Election Day to everybody out there. So many of us have already voted, but this morning there was a line outside of the county elections office, and at 7 a.m. they let about those 10 people that were waiting in line. They let them inside to be able to go cast their vote here on Election Day. Now, the county in Santa Barbara, really all of California, has been collecting ballots for weeks now due to all the mail-in voting that's happening due to COVID-19. And while here they're tallying those ballots, opening them up and having them ready to go before even Election Day started, that's not happening everywhere else.
As voters head to the polls today, it's becoming more and more uncertain if the country will have a projected winner on November 3rd.
If the margin is close, like in any race, to get to a final tally, it always takes time.
UCLA political science professor Dan Thompson says a record surge of mail-in votes triggered by the coronavirus pandemic could leave some states needing more time to count their ballots. The rules for processing and counting mail-in votes vary from state to state, and most begin processing those ballots before Election Day. But when it comes to actually counting the ballots, at least 30 states legally can't begin until Election Day. That includes Pennsylvania, where a handful of counties won't begin counting until November 4th.
Election administrators have been focused on this issue for many, many months. And I think by and large, they've been preparing for exactly these types of concerns.
In some states, mail-in ballots arriving after Election Day could also delay the results. The question of how those ballots will be accepted has prompted a number of legal challenges this year. Just last week, the Supreme Court said that absentee ballots in North Carolina can arrive up to 9 days after Election Day. This after the High Court decided ballots won't be accepted in Wisconsin if they arrive after the polls close today. Those outcomes are part of a record-setting number of elections-related lawsuits this year, more than 300 filed in 46 states. And experts believe we'll likely see more legal challenges once the vote tally begins.
So we may not know the national tally for a couple of days. We'll see what happens later tonight. Locally, though, officials think they have a pretty good handle with all the votes coming in and them being able to get going early on those, unlike some other states. Now, we did run into some voters this morning who just wanted to be here on Election Day. They've had their ballot, obviously, because it was mailed to them, but they wanted to come today because they felt like it's their duty to do so.
This is the only day that I come and vote because I like coming in, getting involved, and showing my support for whom I want to vote for. And that's the freedom that we have in our country.
So they have been setting up the polls early this morning. They are now open as of 7 a.m. You can also drive by, and they have the drop box here at the county elections office. We've seen a lot of cars coming through doing that as well before they head off to work for the day on this Tuesday. But Election Day officially underway now that the polls are open here in California. They will close at 8 p.m. Elise, back to you.